I spritz the watercolor paints with water, so the pigment becomes nice and easy to use and apply on the watercolor paper. At the moment I'm using a rigger brush. I don't really use the rigger brush that often, but for this exercise I saw on Skillshare, or I did on Skillshare, we had to use the rigger brush. So it's surprisingly nice to use for tree branches, shrubs, and things like that. So what you do is you just press it down on the page. You fill your brush with paints, and I used sap green and yellowish green, and then I don't mix it on the palette before I put it on the page. I apply it on my brush, and then it mixes on the paper. So now I'm using the tip of the brush to draw the tree trunk and the branches. So this is quite easy to do. I'll do a few more examples, and each time you'll see the paint mixes differently on the page, which is quite nice. So there I'm using it again, the sap green and the yellowish green, and you can move around the brush just as you wish to create your tree, or whatever, a shrub or something in the background of a still life. So I must say this brush is quite easy to use, and I love this project. So this project was presented on Skillshare by Nadine Dudek. If you want to check it out and do the course yourself, it's very quick. She just basically teaches you some brush strokes, and I'd say it's a very beginner level course. The paints that I used are not very expensive pigments, and they come straight from the paint tray. Paint tray. There you can see I just added some brown to the tree, to the foliage, and it adds a nice texture to the tree. So my paint is starting to dry out a little bit. I'll wet it again. I paint quite slow. It looks fast because I sped up the video for this recording. And there you have it, the example with the trees and the rigger brush. So what I'm doing now is, you'll see what it is in a little bit. I'm just starting out with little shapes, like little rectangles, and I'm drawing some legs and heads for the figures. Now I'll choose another color that I think was burnt umber. You must excuse my voice. It is a bit hoarse this morning. For this I used a small round brush. I think it was a size 4. I'm using brown. And it's a nice milky consistency, your paint. You don't have to dab it off on the tissue paper too much. You can use it nice, filled with water, but a milky consistency. and then let it bleed in together for a different effect. I'm not sure what color that is. Well, it's my favorite. I call it turquoise, but it's got a funny name on the art palette. So you get the idea. You just draw your rectangles, legs, the head, and press your finger or the back, the end of the brush. You can press on the heads to make a nice effect. And I use the tip of the brush to paint the heads. I'm not too good with that. I'm making a mess there. Oh, but that you can fix easily by just wetting your brush with clean water, or correcting it like I did, and just painting another figure. But if you make a mess, you rinse off your brush very well. Then you dab it on a clean tissue, dry tissue paper, and then you wipe the paper, and it should remove the watercolor paint. You can use a little water as well, but clean water. Make sure it's clean water. What we're going to do now is draw. I keep on saying draw. We will paint the shadows of the figures. You can do that in different angle as you maybe see the sun shining from a different angle. So it's up to you how to draw your shadows. I just wanted to do a quick demonstration. So mine is not doesn't vary much. And that's that for the figurines. I think it's a very nice and quick exercise to do for your brushwork, and I hope you enjoyed this class. If you like this video, press the like button and join my pages on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, whatever. You'll find me wherever. And then also, please subscribe to my website, Colorful Faith, Christian Expressive Art, where you can follow my journey with writing my book.